Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're now tuned in to Fig's Pro Tips, and of course, I'm your host, Coach Fig, and I'm back with another one, y'all. Today I'll be breaking down business, sports, and entertainment, and in that order. I won't break the sequence, I promise y'all. Deviating away from the politics and all the craziness, right? Getting back to, the foundation of the podcast. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's been tuned in. Thank you to everybody that tuned in with me yesterday, December 8th. It was my birthday. A lot of folks didn't know that because I didn't advertise it. I'm not one that, runs around looking for the big parade or anything like that. So, kudos to everybody that did tune in, took advantage of the information I was able to provide, put together. Hopefully, folks that tuned in enjoyed it. Hopefully, the information that I provided will be used, and people can start to take steps in the right direction. And that essentially is the entire purpose, the entire goal of me putting that information together. I would have liked for other people, a lot more people, to take advantage of that opportunity, but it's not for everybody. I understand. People will approach certain situations and scenarios and opportunities when they're ready for it, and not everybody was ready for it. That's just my take on it. I didn't take it personal. Like I said, thank you to everybody that did join in. Thank you for everybody that asked the questions and just was ready for it. I mean, I had some people from the West Coast, which was 3 hours behind, so for them it was 8 o'clock start time, and I had people on the East Coast, which was the actual scheduled 11 a.m. time. Either way, the information is out there. I'm actually thinking about doing a segment like I do those informative videos. I'm thinking about doing a separate segment specifically breaking down the information that I shared. But I kind of think if I do it, I'm going to hold off on it so that the folks that actually tuned in and locked in with me can have that upper hand, that little bit of an edge, that advantage, because they took their time out. They invested their time into me to receive that information. And I do know some folks are already working on the information that I shared by signing up for the courses that I was able to provide for them 100% free to them. And, just to help people get a leg up in life these days, man. So let's get right to it, man. From a business standpoint, I was recently in negotiations with 10 Roads. 10 Roads is a company that for 47 years kind of had a stronghold on being like your number one mail carrier, at least on the East Coast. Well, as I was negotiating rates and things of that nature to get myself aligned with what their operation was, to be honest, this has been like 3 years in the making. So the first time we crossed paths was about 3 years ago, and I was gonna sign on the dotted line back then, but it wasn't the numbers, it was the scheduling, and so it defeated the purpose on what I wanted to do, and I just wasn't gonna commit to something long term that didn't benefit me. So we parted ways. We didn't. It was what it was. Fast forward to I want to say June of 2025. I received the email, and they were just reaching out, letting me know that there were certain lanes that became available, and they were looking to fill them. They had me on file, and obviously, when you do good business, people are gonna always reach back. So for me, doing good business, I got the email, got the information, we got everything lined up. I mean, it was, as Austin Powers would say, it was groovy, baby. And we proceeded to, make progress and literally signed I signed a contract with them, y'all. So this was gonna be big breaking news. This is what I was telling you. I got something big in the making, right? And we signed the contract, man. It was supposed to look up real bright for us now in January 2026. Turns out that the rug was pulled out from underneath 10 Roads. Therefore, it was pulled out from underneath me. But that's okay, because I have many other things going on. But the reason I bring this thing up is that this is why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. My prayers goes out to everyone that's going to be impacted by this at 10 Roads. Over 2,000 employees are expected to be laid off. as of January 30th. That'll be the last operating day. They did reach out to me. They gave me the courtesy to let me know that if I wanted to, I could begin the contract, but it was gonna, be null and void after the 30th. Me personally, I opted out of it. Don't feel like wasting my time with it, learn a new system just to have to do away with it. So we agreed to part ways mutually, and I wish them the best. I would hope that they wish me the best, but if not, it's okay. I'm in business for me, not for them. Why do I bring this up? Because there's a lot of numbers that they get thrown around out there, and people don't really know if it's actually the economy that's doing bad, or if this is just something that, bad timing. And for 10 roads, it's bad timing. And I'll tell you why. I have the article right here and I'll pull it up. The reason why I say it's bad timing for 10 roads in particular is simply because they just fell victim to the industry. The transportation industry is constantly evolving. They required specific equipment from contractors, and they weren't willing to adapt. They thought that because they had been in business for 47 years and they had pretty much exclusive rights to the U.S. Postal Service, that they were protected. And don't get me wrong, this is not a knock on them. They did a phenomenal job for the last 47 years. Their contract is not being renewed, not because of their service, but because that system no longer works for the U.S. Postal Service. And that's the part that people fail to realize. This is business, okay? So the moment business doesn't work for you, it's time to pivot. This is what you see a lot of big companies constantly rebranding, but something like the post office, you would not think, right? But of course, they have to crunch their numbers. They have to protect their foundation, their base, and how they make their money. Long story short, they let 10 roads know that they would not be renewing their contracts that are set to expire now, January 30th, 2026. Reason being is that the U.S. Post Office realized they stand to make a bigger profit if they make it an equal opportunity for all carriers, which means that now your postal service is going to be handled by your day-to-day truck drivers, meaning that you're going to find these good loads on the load boards. So if you're a truck driver, if you're on an op, if you're thinking about it, this is going to be a good opportunity, especially for those that don't like to travel far, the guys who don't want to be too far away from home. You're going to be able to maybe do like a regional run. I'm based out of Tampa, Florida. So, for me, to go from Tampa or just anywhere in Florida, let's say to Georgia and back, that would be cool. And you could do that in a day, be home every night. Just depends on everyone's circumstances, but that's definitely going to create a lot more opportunities for folks that are out there, kind of struggling within the industry, not knowing where to find their loads or how to set themselves up for success. So I want to point that out because, what you're going to hear is 2,000 jobs cut or just that. They're not going to explain to you why. It's not necessarily that these jobs are getting cut. The reality of it is that it comes down to 10 roads not being able to operate at that rate, at the new rate that's going to be, or not that's going to be, that was introduced to them. They would be at a 70% deficit. So they're making a business decision. If you ask me, 10 Roads Express did not have to go out of business. They could have easily downsized and sure, but it still laid some folks off, but it wouldn't be as bad as completely going out of business. Another company is CRST. A lot of people had that confused, thinking that they were closing the doors. They're not closing their doors. They are actually downsizing their OTR fleet. Now, again, before you let the tabloids kind of make you nervous about what's going on out there, it has nothing to do with the economy, y'all. Like, really, do your research, do your due diligence. Check out what the GDP is looking like, and you'll see that the country is actually doing well. On the surface, I know there's a lot of people struggling, but overall, as a whole, the country we're moving in the right direction. 2026, remember I said this before, I'm going to say it again. 2026 is going to be a major boom in the economy. Put yourself in position now so you can be able to take advantage of what's going to come, because it's not going to last forever. We saw what happened the last time. The boom came and then the boom went. So put yourself in position to be able to take advantage of this. What am I talking about? Let's get to it. Simply because I live in Tampa, okay? I live in Tampa, and this is stuff that a lot of people aren't really talking about. Tampa actually was rated number 2 on the national growth chart because of the economy in Tampa. Florida is booming, regardless of what industry you're in. So let me pull this up, because I like to give y'all facts over feelings. These are not my opinions, and so let's get to it. So it says here, the state of Tampa's economy in 2025. Tampa ended 2025 with record tourism, strong job growth, and major investment across key sectors, setting the stage for what comes next in 2026, y'all. Tampa is it's a great city. I've been blessed. I've been fortunate since I've been here. Shout out to my aunt, my beautiful tia Merala, for and my aunt Emily, because they were the ones that led the charge way back when. They were the first ones to make the initial move down to Florida. I followed many moons later, but when I got down here, they provided me the support that I needed when I first touched down in Florida, just to help find my way and navigate my way through it. And so, in fact, funny story, actually not funny story, but a true story. I almost died my first time I was pursuing my CDL. That's another story for another time. But just know that the first time I went to pursue my CDL at Roadmasters, or Road Disaster as they say, I almost died. It had nothing to do with the truck. It's like the most random way that a person can actually die. And for whatever reason, I almost met my maker. And I will share that story some other time. But shout out to my tia and my aunt, my cousins, everybody that helped us, get through this journey when we first got down here. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village, all right? The idea that you can do something alone. There's certain things you can't do alone, but it takes a village, all right? Especially when you make a move like coming from New York City all the way down to Tampa. Anyway, moving on. So why do I mention what's going on in Tampa, Florida? Let's get to it. It says Tampa is closing 2025 with one of the strongest regional economies in the country. Job growth stayed ahead of the national average. Commercial investment picked up across key sectors, and new migration pushed demand that few metro areas could hold. Meaning, Tampa has been developing almost like they knew this was coming. And my wife and I speak sometimes about this, and I tell her, even though there's always like new construction jobs coming up, one thing I gotta give them credit for is they're constantly working and they're constantly getting it done. So shout out to whoever's behind getting all these projects, not just getting them on the table, not just getting them passed, but actually getting the jobs completed. Shout out to Ron DeSantis being an incredible governor. Honestly, it's been a true pleasure to live in this state with him being governor, with him running the show, his response to natural disasters and the way he handled the COVID crisis. I mean, it's been a true pleasure to live in Florida while Ron DeSantis was, at the helm running the show, calling the shots. So let's stay on topic here, right? So Tampa, it says here, even with inflation pressures and cautious lending climate, the region's fundamentals in talent, infrastructure, and momentum stayed solid. Meaning what? Homes are still selling, right? Even though it's kind of a shaky market for the loans, homes are still selling. If you haven't been to Tampa, man, it really is a beautiful town. To me, it's almost like it's a smaller New York, minus the bodegas, right? And I say that because it is somewhat of a melting pot. There's so much culture, so much different cultures here. Whatever you're into, you can find it. You have your city life, you have your suburb life, you have your shopping, you have your nightlife. I mean, it really is a thriving city, and don't let no one tell you otherwise. And even if they are, again, just look at the facts, look it up, man. Growth, it says here, this analysis uses data collected through Q3 2025, including labor statistics from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, property market data, and Cushman and Wakefield, and benchmarking for the Tampa Bay partnerships in 2025 regional investments. So this is just not like a regular tableau. This is not something I'm pulling out of the air, right? You guys can do your own research. You can look it up yourself, and you can get these facts for yourself, okay? So let me give you some numbers that let you know that the economy itself is actually doing pretty good, okay? At least here in Tampa it is, right? It says vacancy stayed tight at 3.5 average. ASCII rent reached 26.81 per square foot. All right. That's not a large margin for availability. If you look at it in other cities, other states, okay, they have large margins of availability. Let you know Tampa is busy. People are constantly moving down here. There's a lot of AI, a lot of new tech companies getting down here. But let me tell you, where the common man gets to take advantage of these opportunities, right? Companies like Pfizer, Bristol Myers, Citigroup, and Amazon. Amazon is all over the Tampa Bay area. They have, I personally, without a GPS, can drive to about 5 different facilities, and not because I deliver there. Like literally, they're massive. And when they do that, what do they bring? Jobs. When you bring jobs, you help build the economy. You help people. All right. So for those of you that are thinking about migrating from New York City, because of course you guys elected Zohran Mamdani as your New York City mayor, when the pressure starts to get too tight, man, you decide to head south, or maybe you go somewhere in the Midwest, like Texas. Just keep those things in mind, all right? Texas is experiencing a boom as well. It's more geared towards the AI and tech sector. They're looking to become the new Silicon Valley, as they say. But I think that what Florida has is very unique. Tampa, again, because I live in the Tampa Bay area, I'm gonna kind of usher it up to the front a bit more. But down further south, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, I mean, there's a huge boom coming, and you gotta get ready, man. There's a song by DMX. And it was called Here Comes the Boom. It's DMX and Sean Paul, and that's just what I keep hearing in my head. Here comes the boom, 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 boom. Like, listen, y'all, it's coming. And I know it might, to those individuals out there that are not optimistic, that don't believe on the fact that the future does look bright for the United States. I know it's hard to swallow that pill, man, but understand this. It's best to get ready for the boom and take advantage of it than to have it go off and completely miss it, man. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to change not just their lives, but the kids' lives, if you position yourself, right. All right, let's get right to this, right? So what are 7 industries that are having the biggest impact right now with the economy? Well, I'll give you them right here because I have them pulled up. And for those of you that want to fact check this, you can look up Market Excel, and they break it down, not just by people's opinion of professionals. They break it down with facts, and they back those facts up with numbers. Like I like to say, people lie, numbers don't. Let's get to it, y'all. So you have number 1, clean tech, profiting from renewable energy. All right. So this is all going to lead into what? The tech world. This we already know. AI is the future, and I'm going to dive a little deeper into that. Then you have digital health, right? AI, literally, I just said it, right? It says AI-driven care for profit growth. So there's already people out there talking about how they use AI to place their bets on sports, to, pick their stocks and all of the above, right? So AI is really coming in. It's really it's gonna be a heavy hitter for the long run. It ain't going nowhere. So you might as well adapt. All right. Then you have the fintech, right, which is transforming payments and unlocking revenue. So for those of you that don't understand, that is the big thing surrounding crypto. People are thinking that some of these coins are going to be able to replace the way that we do money transactions, and it could very well be so. And if you're not in position to take advantage of this, guess what? You're going to be on the outside looking in while everybody is on the way up. So pay attention, do your own research. By no means am I trying to be your financial advisor. I'm just giving you guys facts over feelings, delivering the information that is readily available to everyone, but you guys are too lazy to read it, so I'll read it for you. Let's get to it. Number 4, coming out at number 4, we have biotechnology, mRNA, and gene editing and growth drivers. Okay, so this gene editing and all of the above, man, they're trying to make it so that you don't need a man and a woman to come together anymore, so they can be able to create life. There's many reports out there that says China has finally figured it out. They no longer need a woman's womb or anything like that. They have prosthetic wombs, and they're able to just, quote unquote, create life. So how legit, how valid it is, I don't know. But again, we've seen this many times in movies. So typically what you see in the movie tends to kind of become your reality. So, we used to see self-driving cars. We got self-driving cars everywhere. We used to see flying cars. Pretty soon we're going to have flying cars. So get ready to, get that 55th floor, flat, as they say, and start living like the Jetsons, man, because it may not be the day. It may not be tomorrow, but it's for sure on the way. What else we got? At number 5, we have AI. Literally, it says just driving profitability through business transformation. So AI is really being used for just about everything you could think of. You see people using it to edit their videos. My videos don't look as good as others. Why? Because I do it myself. I actually take pride in the work that I put together. So when I get that one, 100 likes, 1,000 likes, if I get the one comment, the 10 likes, whatever it is, I feel good about it because I know that I put that work in. I don't pay bots for views. So when you come to my channel and you see a video has 30 views, 10 likes, 15 likes, that's organic. That's an organic audience. You see a video that, has a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand, that means that one somehow caught the algorithm, or it just drew that much attention and it did that well. But I do not pay for views. I do not pay for likes. You either like it or you don't. Either way, I'm here for it, y'all. Number 6, cybersecurity. Major, man. Shout out to my nephew out there in Germany, doing his thing, serving in the U.S. Army, man, keeping us safe from that foreign threat. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my son, serving here in the U.S. as well, keeping us from those domestic threats, you know what I mean? So shout out to all the servicemen and women just around the world, man. Truly do appreciate y'all and salute y'all, man. So cybersecurity, growth and protection in the digital era, which, by the way, everybody knows that, everyone is vulnerable to having your data breach. Everyone is vulnerable for identity theft, all the above. So having this cybersecurity is really important, because could you imagine if they was to have access to, the other important things that we have going on in this country? That would be problematic. So, again, kudos to everybody in that industry. And then we have number 7, e-commerce, logistics, fueling faster growth and higher profits. Okay, e-commerce is huge these days. There's so many ways to get into this industry to make money. You can sign up at Shopify, just get creative with it, find your niche. And just, the real problem people tend to have is that they want to get rich quick. There's no such thing as get rich quick. The celebrity or the actor that you see in your favorite movie today, they didn't just get the first role and become this great actor overnight. Go look up their resume. You'll see how many small roles, maybe extras and things that they did before they got that break. Just because to you they might be an overnight sensation does not mean that they don't have 10, 15, 20 years in the game. Same thing with artists, even athletes. Think about an athlete. You don't really know that athlete until draft night, right? And depending on where they get drafted at, that lets you know who they are, who they're going to be, what they're going to do, and it also sets a certain level of expectation. It's the same exact thing, y'all. You have to understand where you at, where you going, and how you're going to get there. Otherwise, it isn't going to work. So for me, when it says logistics, right? E-commerce logistics plays a big role because I'm personally in the logistics industry, right? Personally. So you have e-commerce. Realistically, we need to have some sort of a partnership. Because you got the goods to sell, but I have the ability to get it to where it needs to go. So the reason why AI is going to become a problem, even for my industry, and is because they're working on these autonomous vehicles, the ability for these semi-trucks to drive up and down the roads unmanned, and they are efficient. There's certain things they got to work out, but when they get those little tweaks out the way, it's going to be very difficult because these robots don't need to take these 10-hour breaks that professional drivers do. And then also in the warehouses, AI, I was actually, where was I? I was in Mississippi at Crunch Fitness, and I was in the sauna. And while I was in the sauna, there was 3 other individuals, and the conversation came up about he was a manager. Yeah, he's a manager at a Walmart DC, which is a distribution center. And he was saying that they've been working him like a dog, and they're making all this room because Walmart has invested money to get these robotic arms in there. For those of you that aren't familiar, that's just going to replace your loaders. Now, for me as a driver, it's pros and cons, meaning it will be more efficient. Walmart is one of those places when you got to deliver that you're kind of like, because they take so long to get you empty or loaded. And they have all these weird rules, drop your trailer, bobtail here, check in there. It is what it is. With these mechanical arms loading your trailers. Now, I've experienced this, not at Walmart, but at other facilities. It's probably a 15 to 20 minute process. It is super efficient, okay? But that does impact all of those individuals that make a living driving a forklift. So this is why this type of business is important for you, the common man, to be aware of. You don't need to know about investing if that's not your thing. You don't got to worry about the markets, don't know. But this right here, this is going to directly impact your future, your ability to take care of yourself and those around you. So I would definitely keep an eye open and pay attention to this information specifically. I don't want to put too much energy into it. I'm not trying to scare nobody. Like I said, do your own research, facts over feelings. You got to remove the emotion from whatever you got going on so you can be able to, make that progress and find that success. And I think that's what I have for y'all in business. I don't want to I'm trying to keep it within a 60-minute margin in these videos because in the past I've done an hour plus, and what I realized is that the attention span of individuals is very, very low. So I'm just gonna hit you guys with what I got, and then we gonna do what it do. And over here, I think I got one more for the 10 roads. Yeah, so it says right here, 10 Roads Express is winding down operations and closing permanently by January 30, 2026 after losing significant revenue due to U.S. Postal Services changes their favorite brokers and insourcing, making their business model unsustainable. After 47 years, the company, a major mail hauler, couldn't adapt. Remember I said that earlier? They couldn't adapt. They just thought it was going to keep going their way. But let me finish this. This is couldn't adapt to USPS network shift, leading to a 70% revenue loss and forcing the shutdown. I do not blame the USPS. I blame 10 Roads. And in reality, after 47 years in business, I can guarantee you that the owners made their money, and they're probably just like, you know what, this is the exact reason, the excuse we needed to get out of the game. We made our money, our families are set, and we're just gonna go on to the next venture. And this is why I advocate and I encourage everyone all the time: be your own boss. Start a business. Take advantage of all the different tax changes that were made to the code for all of you service workers, whether you're an Uber driver, if you are a waiter, a server, bartender, whatever it is that you do, take advantage, man. Take advantage while you can. If you've been thinking about starting a business, do it. Don't wait. I promise you, the next three years, I'm gonna give you the next 3 years, man, a lot of money's gonna be made. And if you don't put yourself in position, you're gonna be on the outside looking at y'all. So now, let's have some fun with it, and let's shift to sports. Now, I used to cover like all sports, right? I used to like do the picks of the week, and that I might bring back. But given where we at in the season, I don't know that I'm gonna do it consistently. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide on that. But I'm just gonna cover New York teams, y'all. New York everything, New York everywhere. That's gonna be the motto. I got some merch on the way with that. You know, if you take my slogan, you just a biter. But that's just what it's gonna be. We know Buffalo Bills is my team. We pulled out a tough victory against the Cincinnati Bengals, and I knew it was going to be a dogfight because for whatever reason, Joe Burrow just brings the best out of Josh Allen, but Josh Allen got the best out of him in this matchup. I got the stats pulled up right here. He passed for 251 yards on 22 completions on 28 attempts, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. That was big. Josh had 0 turnovers in the snow, freezing cold, with a QB rating of 139.7. So he definitely balled out. James Cook did his thing too, 80 yards on 18 carries. But this is the crazy part about it. Josh Allen gave you 78 rushing yards on 9 attempts. When that boy get those wheels moving, man, I'm telling you, he's hard to stop, man. And then Ty Johnson, man, he only touched the ball twice, but he had 25 yards. So they all contributed. Josh Allen had 3 touchdowns in the air and 1 on the ground. So that's a 4 touchdown outing, man. He's balling. Didn't see much from Keon Coleman. Shakir did his thing. You know, he had some touches. Shout out to Kincaid. Great to see him back out there, man. I know he was struggling with those injuries. And even though I feel like Dawson Knox doesn't get all the credit he deserves, man. Dawson Knox, I see you. If they don't, I see you. Dawson Knox been clutch. Let's not forget, Dawson Knox was there before Kincaid, and I just love the way they play off each other. It doesn't matter who's in or who's out, or if they both in. Like, they're just committed. They done bought into the program. Go Bills, baby. Bills Mafia, man. So that was a good win for us. That was a good win for us, you know what I'm saying? So now we just look forward to next week, and hopefully we can keep on our winning ways and lock it down. Who would have thought that the Buffalo Bills would be at 9-4, kind of looking in? You know, everybody had them picked to win the division. You know, I did. You know, but right now they're looking like they're playing for like a wild card or something, man. That's crazy to think about. But it is what it is. That's the beauty of football. You make a few changes here and there, and next thing you know, boom, you have a complete different program. All right, y'all. Let's go on to the Jets. The Jets lost. They lost pretty bad, 34-10 to the Dolphins. And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know who Brady Cook is, but that's who they had at quarterback, and he passed for 163 yards, 14 completions on 30 attempts, with 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, and a QB rating of 35.8. But I'll tell you this, based on what I'm reading, I believe it wasn't his fault. He was sacked 6 times, y'all. He was sacked 6 times, y'all. It's almost like he was the tackle dummy at the practice facility for the Miami Dolphins. They hit him so much. Tyrod Taylor, they say he got 6 yards, but it says a quarter of an attempt. I don't even know what that means. I never seen that before, and he threw for a pick. So I don't know. I guess he was 1 for 4. Okay, I see it now. So he was 1 for 4 for 6 yards and an interception. So overall, the Jets were just atrocious. That offense was horrendous. Breece Hall really didn't do nothing. 43 yards on 14 attempts, no touchdown. His longest run was for 11 yards, and he averaged 3.1 yards a carry. I mean, they just need help. Top to bottom, the Jets just need to revamp that entire team. I say, like many other things, to me, it starts at the top. So, you just got to figure it out. And when it comes to the New York Giants, they didn't play this weekend because they were the last Monday night's game or something like that. Yeah, it was last Monday night's game, so they had the week off. Because it's their bye week, they didn't play this weekend. So, but they lost to the Patriots. So, shout out to the Bills for holding it down for New York. And if y'all know me, y'all know that the main reason I rock with the Bills is because they're the only real New York team. Yeah, I said it. They're the only real New York team located in Buffalo, New York. People, that's upstate. It's still New York, man. Put some respect on it. And if you don't know about Buffalo, go up there and find out, man. Great city, great people, but they ain't the ones you want to play with. That's facts, not feelings, all right? And Giants and Jets, man, they play across the bridge, man. They play in Jersey. So, Giants and Jets, they really like the Step Brothers. You know what I'm saying? We got love for you, but you're just not the Bills. You know what I'm saying? Moving on into basketball, the New York Knicks pulled out a tight win over the Magic. I'll be honest, I watched some of that, but they were playing at the same time as the Bills, and what my priority is. I'm watching the Bills. The NBA, it's like baseball to me. They play so many games that I don't feel guilty if I miss a game here and there. But what I will say is that they were able to pull out this victory, and it was a close one. And I know for sure that they did it without Karl Anthony Towns, and they did it without Miles McBride. And those are two contributing pieces for that offense. So they did their thing. They did what they were supposed to. OG and Anunoby had 21 points, 7 rebounds. Josh Hart provided you with 17 points, 1 assist, 12 rebounds. So he had a double-double. And then I know Brunson put up some as well. Mikal Bridges gave you 12 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. And then Brunson, the superstar that he is, 30 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds. You know what I mean? So as a team, they came through this. Everybody else did their thing. Jordan Clarkson, man, he had 2 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure how I feel about all the hype that they put around him. He is contributing. He hasn't been consistent, and for that reason, I'm really not all the way in on it. At least not right now. We'll see. Hopefully that changes in the near future. And there's been speculation and talk about possibly getting Giannis. But we dealt with that all summer long. I feel like we didn't make certain moves over the summer because we thought we was going to get Giannis. And it didn't happen. So now I would love to have Giannis on the team, but I don't want to hear about it until it's official. If he ain't signing the contract or if the teams ain't agreeing and they ain't sending him over, I don't even want to hear about it, y'all. Like, it's just like gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, to me, it's straight gossip. Sticking to sports, I'll give y'all a quick coverage on boxing because, as y'all know, I used to be a boxer. I was a boxing coach. I have a passion for boxing. It's just really kind of diminished. It's hard to watch all the fights because it's really kind of becoming WWE. And there's nothing wrong with that because I watch WWE with my wife. So I just feel like I can't buy into all the fights, but there's certain fights that I will tap in with, right? So Lamont Roach and Isaac Cruz, their claim to fame right now, it's crazy to say this. Their claim to fame right now is they both lost to Gervonta Davis. Mind-blowing. Kudos to Tank Davis. That goes to show you like the star power that he has. He beat these guys into stardom. Like Tank Davis is the new Joe Jackson. He beat Lamont Roach and Isaac Cruz into stardom. This is what made them famous. Somehow, some way, or for some reason, everyone said that Lamont Roach was gonna walk the dog on Cruz. Well, if you watched it, Cruz walked the dog on him. My take. Roach was good at what he does. He was able to box, chuck a tank. But in that third round, he went down. First time in his career, he went down. To me, that says something. Now, based on the punch stats, if you were going to follow the punch stats, and this is why I laugh, because you hear people raise that argument. Oh, well, he landed more punches. He should have won the fight. Listen here, buddy. It doesn't work that way, okay? Boxing is scored and judged on a round-by-round basis, which means that you could probably land a majority of your punches in the first 3 to 4 rounds, and if your work output starts to fall back or lag, it also shows up in the scorecards. So just because you had a couple dominant rounds where you got all these shots off and inflated your stats does not mean that you dominated the fight. A knockdown is a knockdown no matter how you look at it. The only way you can offset as a knockdown is by getting a knockdown on your own or by having the other fighter have a point deducted. It did not happen like that in the third round, but fast forward to round 7, Isaac Cruz was deducted a point. I personally didn't think that the point deduction was justifiable. Just my take on it. You got to understand his style of fight. He's a rugged fighter. He's not a boxer. Roach is a boxer. Isaac Cruz is a fighter. He's in there to tear you up. And he was tearing up his body. And, I mean, there was uppercuts coming. And when you tie up, just because you tie me up don't mean I got to stop. You can fight your way out. This idea where he grabbed you and you got to stop fighting, no, you can fight your way out. Now, I guess the referee just, wanted them to just break as soon as they hugged or something. But Isaac Cruz, he came there to fight. And by no means, I don't want you to think I'm discrediting Lamont Roach. I'm not doing that at all. I'm just telling you how I saw it. I just felt that Isaac Cruz came in there with the right aggression. I feel like he came in there to win. And even at the end of the fight, when you look at when they announced the draw, which again I wasn't in favor of, I thought Isaac did enough to win the fight. My opinion. If you look at the outcome, the end result, Isaac Cruz felt like he was going to win. He had that energy. He was giving you that aura. Lamont Roach didn't look like a winner. Even in the draw, he did not look like a winner. I don't mean his physical appearance. I just mean body language says a lot. Okay? As a man, you know you won or you know you lost. And what I saw in Lamont Roach, in his heart, he lost. And I know he said what he said. I'm not Tank Davis. You can get the rematch. Blase. We shall see. We shall see. I do believe that in a rematch, Roach would be able to make the adjustment because now he would know what to expect. And I do believe he would edge him out then. That's my take. But right now, in the record books, it states what it states, which is it was a draw. So there's not a winner, there's not a loser, and it just sets the stage up for, a rematch. And if the rematch provides you half of the action that the first one did, either way, you win for a good night. So, I'm for it, y'all. That is what I have for y'all when it comes down to the Cruz and Roach fight, Lamont Roach, Isaac Cruz and Lamont Roach fight. Now, for the entertainment segment of the pod. Now, y'all know I typically don't, but I literally, it's business, sports, entertainment. I gotta provide some sort of entertainment information. So here we go. the big thing that's been making a splash is what? This new 50 Cent documentary about the whole Diddy thing. Now, I said this a long time ago, and I believe since those parts have been removed, but I said it back then. No Diddy, meaning no, I will not be reporting on anything involving with Diddy simply because there are real life victims behind this. Now, whatever information they put out, But this is trending. It's a big deal. So I will say that 50 Cent, I'm gonna read it right here. 50 Cent is involved in producing a documentary about Sean Diddy Combs called Sean Combs: The Reckoning, which examines the allegations against the hip-hop mogul and was released on Netflix on December 2nd, 2025, with details about the empire and alleged misconduct. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to be honest with you, and hear me out. 50, this is not a good look for you, my man. Remember, and I remember, I lived through it in New York City. You was like the original guy that was being accused of being a snitch. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you what the allegations were, what the paperwork that was produced showed. Rather, the paperwork was legitimate. I don't know, man. I know you to be a successful hip-hop artist. I know your reputation in the street was, and you have been super successful with everything you've done. So kudos to you, shout out to you. I'm just saying, putting together a documentary like this does not, I mean, this is like elite level dry snitching, my guy. I ain't gonna lie, like there's no way to sugarcoat that. This is elite level dry snitching. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, I know you're all about business and you capitalize in the moment, and that's how I see it. I see you made a business move, you capitalize on it. I know the streams is probably going crazy. I know Netflix probably dropped the bag on it. Like, so shout out to you, man. Get your money, Playboy. But I will say that it got you looking crazy out here. That's all I got for it. But in regards to actually speaking on what's going on, I don't care to. I don't look at it. I don't read about it. But 50 Cent popped up, and I read it, and I see what it said. I'm like, well, you know what? I'll shed some light on that. And this is what people call entertaining these days. You would not catch me sitting on my couch, watching it on my TV, hearing people talk about what type of freaky stuff Diddy was or wasn't doing with them. I don't care. That's your business, man. I got a business to run. I got a family to raise. Like, miss me with all that. Now, moving on to some real entertainment. Avatar Part 3 is finally coming out, you know, after what, I think a three-year wait. I think, it's been about 3 years. So it says here, the next Avatar movie, titled Avatar Fire and Ash, is set to release on December 19th, 2025, following Avatar The Way of Water 2022. So I was right. So it's been about 3 years since the last one was released. I will be going to the movies to see this movie. Now hear me out, y'all. I'll be honest, 100% honest. I've never watched a single Avatar movie. So you might be asking, why go to the third one? Well, my wife watched part 1 and part 2, and her birthday is on the 21st. So that's one of the things that I'll be doing with her, because it's what she wants to do. Good husband, make sure he's ready and available for his wife when she needs him to, when she wants him to. You follow? So I will be sitting there. Only thing I do know from what I've heard is that these are like really long movies. It's not my type of movie. I'm not into the fiction stuff. These like, fictional beings and all. But it's all good. Listen, I'll sit there. I'll make sure we get the big box with the big popcorn with the nachos and all that. And I'll sit there for those 3 hours or however long the movie's going to be. And I will watch it. And I believe it's gonna give me good content. I'm gonna be able to speak about it. And because I don't have interest in it, I believe that the content I do create will kind of set the stage for something different, something special, right? Because I'll be able to give you guys an unbiased, like, it's not like I don't like it, it's not like I do like it. And I have zero expectations of what to expect when I watch this movie. So I believe that my take on it is probably going to be one of the best out there, one of the purest out there. Not because it's me, but simply because of the position that I'm coming from. It's not like it's a genre of film that I typically would watch. So that's what I got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this pod. We covered business for, a good portion. More than half of this video is going to be based on business. I give you guys sports, and like I said, it's New York everything, New York everywhere, you heard. And I give you entertainment, man. I'm working on some stuff, some new guests. I'm working on providing you entertainment from different individuals, but in person, not performances, but literally sit downs and just get to see the journey of these different individuals and how much work and energy and effort it takes for them to actually achieve what it is they set themselves out to do. So again, like always, man, I thank you all for your time. I appreciate you. This pod would not be nothing if it wasn't for your support. I truly do appreciate you. I'm truly grateful. Check me out, man. I got a ton of content, man. Just go down there, man. I got some political stuff. I got some entertainment stuff, some business stuff. I mean, whatever you into, man, I got something for you, man. And I look forward to catch you on the next one, man. I'm Coach Fig. Thank you for your time, and I am